Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about stepping out of your comfort zone and neophobia. If you don't know what that is, that's basically the fear or avoidance of new things, unfamiliar situations, people, places, ideas. You get the point. It's being afraid of the unknown and consequently hesitant to change. Now this fear is sneaky. It's always there sitting beyond the surface, convincing you that it's there to protect you as you construct excuses and reasons not to change something in your life. This makes sense from an evolutionary perspective. Change is scary, terrifying even, and we are creatures of habit. We like our routine and we don't like to be faced with too many unknowns. But sometimes it's really good to sacrifice a little bit of stability and knowing what happens next. It's good to be cautious, but you should never be so stuck in your ways that you can't try new things. And I get it. It's easy to avoid new. It's easy to say, I'd rather not, or you do this one without me. It's easy to stay in your comfort zone every single day of your life, but it's just as easy to step out of that comfort zone every single day of your life. And I hit my mic once again. Always doing that. Go do new things. Go meet new people. Go new places. Try new food. Pick up a new hobby. It can be that small, but it's so important to explore. It's important to grow and chart out new territory to expand your comfort zone. And hey, you may try something new and absolutely hate it, but on the other hand, you might just think, that wasn't so bad. That's something I actually really enjoyed, or something that I could be comfortable with in the future. And isn't that great to turn something that makes you really uncomfortable into something that you're completely fine with? And that's why it's really good to get out of your comfort zone, because who doesn't want to be more comfortable with the things that currently make them uncomfortable? See, I'm weird because I struggle with stagnancy and staying still, but I also struggle with being uncomfortable, and those are two completely contradicting characteristics. I'm not one of those people who embrace feeling awkward and embrace feeling uncomfortable. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But I try not to run from it, because at the same time, there's a huge part of me that wants to constantly keep progressing and growing. And how can I ever really grow without being uncomfortable every once in a while? Comfort zones may be safe, but we can't grow or experience anything new while we're in them. And the worst part is that it's so easy to become stuck in a rut, avoiding changes that may bring us closer to personal fulfillment. Keep hitting my mic. A lot of people willingly refuse to go after something that may make them happy or successful because they're afraid of the change that comes with going after that thing. But let's face it, most people that we consider great probably wouldn't be so great if they didn't take a risk in their life. And maybe this doesn't apply to you or won't apply to every single situation in your life, but there's gonna come a moment when you really wanna do something or you really wanna try something and you're afraid of the newness that comes with it. And instead of seeing that fear for what it is, you're gonna make an excuse for it. You're gonna say, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money, etc., whatever other excuse you make to not do something new. So if you have a habit of making these excuses for yourself as to why you shouldn't do new things, it's better to acknowledge that as the root so that you can work on overcoming it. Because for as long as you fear newness, you're gonna be stuck exactly where you are. Because in order to know new things, you need to experience new things, things that take you out of your comfort zone, things that challenge your current perspective. Sometimes what's best for you may not be staying in your bubble. And the problem is that we make the mistake of choosing comfort over possibility. We probably all know people who keep the jobs they hate or relationships they can't stand, or the self that they're ashamed of because that's what they're used to. And although these things may disappoint them or anger them or even ruin them, at least their situation is familiar. At least it's the disappointment that they know rather than the possibility that they do not. But you always have a choice. And isn't that choice sometimes worth the risk than being miserable and unhappy for the rest of your life? I think so. So in that way that I do, I've thought of 5 things that could help you get out of your comfort zone. Number 1 is to do things that lead you to growth and happiness. Ask yourself if some change or new thing is conducive to your growth, or if you may find joy from it. And if the answer is yes, or even a maybe, go for it. Give it a try. Doing things like that may even have a butterfly effect because you're a happier person in the end. You may decide to try one new thing, and that one thing could lead to more possibilities and more doors being open and more friendships being created. Because when you're a happier person, you become lighter, you become easier to talk to, and it's just a domino effect. Number 2 is don't let things define your life. It's okay to love your job or be attached to your hometown, but you should be able to function without those things if they were to ever change. Number 3 is to choose action and say yes to new. Remember to act. Planning is good, but waiting for your plans to be perfect is pretty much synonymous with waiting forever. Even though your decision may not work out 100% as planned, at least you went for it, at least you tried, at least you proved that you were willing to risk what you have for something more. Work on thinking beyond what you already know and living beyond your comfort zone. Number 4 is that it's good to have constants, but don't forget to throw in some variables every once in a while. Do things you've never done before. A little bit of uncomfort is okay. Think of it as interesting. Take the opportunity to learn a little more about yourself and why a situation really makes you uncomfortable. Don't be afraid to feel uncomfortable or feel embarrassed. It's okay to not know what to expect. Do things that scare you and make you feel uncomfortable. Because maybe one day they won't scare you or make you feel uncomfortable. And number 5 is kind of really important, and it's that you're not gonna like everything you try, nor do you have to try everything. And that's pretty self-explanatory, I would hope. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up because it lets me know I'm doing something right. If you have anything to say, by all means say it. And if you'd like to see more, subscribe and join the family because we'd love to have you. And as always, remember to explore, grow, and be kind. Bye guys. Comfort zones may be safe and they may make us feel comfortable. Yeah, they're comfort zones. Okay, cool.